It's my feel-good breakfast show.
If you are suffering from chronic stomach cramps, disturbed bowel movements, bloating and abdominal pain, then you could have irritable bowel syndrome. Now, this disease is more common than you might think, but the symptoms can be managed. Here to tell us more about IBS is our pharmacist, Franza Katz. Good morning, Franza. How are you?
Good morning. Well, thank you.
Very difficult topic that we're talking about this morning. What exactly is IBS or irritable bowel syndrome?
It's a syndrome, not a disease.
Yes.
Syndrome, a condition, especially affecting the colon, where it doesn't contract rhythmically like it normally should. Goes into spasms, causing cramps, pain, and also a change in the stool. So usually that would, as you said, gas as well, bloatedness, and that sort of part and package of irritable bowel syndrome.
Okay, so those are basically the symptoms that you would experience.
Yeah, you'd have a lot of pain, mostly lower abdomen and often to the side. Sometimes the pain can actually travel down your leg. And with it, you'd find a lot of bloatedness. Most people find in the morning when they get up, they're fine, and it usually develops later during the day. And with it, they can either suddenly become constipated or they could have diarrhea.
Okay, wow. How do you know how can you tell the difference between a regular tummy ache and having IBS?
If you suffer from IBS, you would usually have the same symptoms and the pain and the bloatedness for about 3 days of a week, and it would reoccur for about 3 weeks. If it's happening that often, then the chances that you probably have irritable bowel syndrome.
And of course, if you're somebody that's used to going to the bathroom regularly and all of a sudden you can't, that would be a giveaway,
it's the constipation that causes it. So the constipation with the pain and reoccurring, or suddenly the diarrhea with the pain. And a telltale sign is the bloatedness, because it's horrible. You just, you just got to undo your belt as the day goes on.
If anybody's watching right now who might have these symptoms, how do they actually treat it?
I would say, when you're in pain, the first thing is to treat the constipation or the diarrhea or the pain, and there are over-the-counter medications available for that. But that will sort out your problem right now. But in a day or two, you're going to have the same problem, and it's not a good idea to continually just taking the tablets to help for constipation or for pain. So first of all, I would suggest trying a probiotic. That seems to help a lot of people. But most of all, you need to start eliminating things from your diet that tends to irritate the bowel, because the name actually says irritable bowel, and most of the time it would be food that you are eating that is causing this irritation. You can't get away from stress, but try and if you find that this happens when you're very stressed, take something over the counter that can help for the stress. But number one is sorting out what you eat and to look at your diet.
So it really does take a little bit of a sitting down and starting to be aware of what you're putting into your body, because firstly I felt well, I felt okay, and then the minute I ate this, something started to happen in my body.
And I find a lot of patients coming into the pharmacy would find that it's somehow something to do with wheat. A lot of people have wheat issues that cause the bloatedness. Once you've had especially a whole wheat sandwich, which is very healthy, but for people suffering from irritable bowel syndrome, it's not going to be the right thing for them. And about an hour after you've had your sandwich, you're just bloated and sore. So, but it might not be for everybody, so you need to eliminate and see what is causing your specific irritable bowel syndrome.
There we go. Wow, thank you so much, Franza. Like I said, a difficult topic in more ways than one.
But so many people that suffer from it, especially women.
Absolutely. Well, there you go. If you do find that you are suffering from IBS or irritable bowel syndrome, you need to visit your Pick n Pay pharmacy as soon as possible to make your life a little happier.
By supporting businessmen like Sibusiso Chabalala and his Berry Hill Trading Company, that's where we found goodness. Pick n Pay, always there for you.